Good evening to one and all. My name is Vignesh Alagappa. I am joined by Aishat Naba today, and we are both Oasis International students enrolled in the AS and A-level program offered here at Oasis. As your host for the day, it is a pleasure to give you a warm Oasis welcome to our student-led webinar for the day. And your highlights for the day will include an extensive overview over the AS level program and A level program offered here at Oasis. And also we'll be going into detail on an interaction with many of our student speakers who specialize in various subject focuses. We will also have a live virtual Q&A session with our AS and A level coordinator who will answer any questions that you might have regarding the program. As a gentle reminder for this evening, we kindly request that you cooperate with us as a result because we might have some technical lags and we hope you patiently bear with us. In case of some kind of technical lag, we hope you can refresh your screen so that you may resume with the live event. I hope you very much enjoy your immersive and informative tour of Oasis International. And now I'd like to hand it over to our co-host for the evening, Aishat Naba. So take it away, Naba.
Before we begin, I would like to announce that Oasis International School is planning an online webinar on the new education policy. It is our pleasure and privilege to have many eminent educators on the panel. The online webinar hosted by Oasis International will be conducted on the 29th of August from 4 to 5:15 p.m. The aim of this webinar is to create awareness about the new education policy and impact on different curriculum. Please be sure to check it out on our social media platforms. Moving on, let's begin the webinar by inviting our newly elected president of the Student Council, Mudassir Arif. He'll be sharing the purpose statement of our school. Over to you, Mudassir.
Our purpose is to nurture responsible individuals who will contribute positively, integrate and connect with the world as responsible global citizens. What do? We create an inclusive, nurturing and holistic learning ecosystem, leveraging global best educational methodologies to empower students with the freedom to learn, to grow and progress. How do we do it? At Oasis International School, we give equal importance to culture, respect, and exploration. Values are deeply ingrained in our students who apply ethics in every aspect of their lives. A blended learning system empowers them to reflect upon the world through the lens of critical thinking. They learn to accept diverse cultures with the compassion and empathy and develop as change makers. Thank you.
Thank you, Mudassir. That was indeed quite heartwarming. Being a competitive, ambitious, and driven institution, Oasis seeks the best in all its endeavors, as you can quite clearly see. So thanks for sharing with us and our viewers the vision that Oasis strives towards, Mudassir. Now, speaking of a vision that Oasis seeks to achieve, I think it's a good time for us to go check out the motto that we as a school abide by to achieve our road to excellence. So here it goes, the free to be video. Please do enjoy.
All right, as we move ahead, I think it's time we explored some of the academic programs offered at Oasis. We as a school can take immense pride in the multitude of subject focuses offered. To begin with, let's take science as an example. Something our school takes great pride in is nurturing our exceptionally capable science students. Now, it is my pleasure to introduce you Roy Noel Chetty, who is not only a well-versed A-level science student, but he is also an awesome cook and an expert guitarist. Over to you, Roy.
Hi, my name is Roy and I'm a student at Oasis International School. I just joined this year and I take English as well as all the three sciences. So far, my experience with Oasis has been great. The teachers have all been supportive of my learning and have helped me grow as a student. The shift to online learning has been a bit of a challenge, but the teachers have prepared a platform that we use and have made it extremely efficient and easy for everybody to access and collaborate on. I chose to take up three sciences as I want to pursue a medical career. I've been interested in sciences from a young age, so naturally I felt like a medical career would suit me best. This pandemic has helped me realize how important doctors are to our society and how much they contribute towards all of us. The coronavirus has been a motivating factor for me to pursue a medical career. And one thing I've noticed is that being a doctor during this pandemic involves many risks. But if not for the precautions that these doctors take and the amount of effort they put into their jobs, there wouldn't be as many people alive on the earth as there are today. The chemistry syllabus covers a couple of modern issues, such as pollution and overconsumption of materials, and it spreads awareness of how we should tackle these issues. And especially in biology, with a chapter dedicated to viruses and bacteria, it mentions the safety precautions we have to take whenever there's a spread of a virus. This ties in directly to the current situation that we're all facing, which is coronavirus or COVID-19. And this syllabus mentions how we can control it and prevent it from spreading and causing even more casualties. Having just joined Oasis this year, I have great expectations as to what I'm able to achieve, as well as what Jenny ma'am, Tasmi ma'am, and Saba ma'am can help me achieve. Oasis's curriculum is very in-depth and very comprehensive, and I enjoy what they have to offer, especially within the science subjects. The teachers have helped me a great deal with any doubts I've had and helped me learn a lot since the beginning of the school year. I look forward to working with my new classmates and teachers, and I hope I can be a role model that they look up to.
Wow. Oh, that was awesome, Roy. It's great to hear from you. And thank you for shedding light on your experience with Oasis so far. And knowing Roy as a friend, I do know, apart from being our school science whiz, he is also very good at cooking. So I hope I get to taste some of your food sometime. Now, speaking of amazing stuff, let's talk psychology. Psychology, in my experience, is one of the most inquisitive subjects there is. And knowing and being a psychology student myself, I do know that it simply has no bounds to how much you can learn from it. And personally, when someone thinks of psychology, I think they think about mental well-being, and also I think like they think about how we can read people's behaviors and infer from things like that. So psychology is simply an awesome subject, and today there is no one else better to talk about psychology than our General Secretary, Safa Mohammed. So over to you, Safa.
Thank you, Vignesh. I am studying to become a psychologist, as it is a fascinating and challenging subject. I am certain that not just parents, but also the students might have been slightly apprehensive about studying and pursuing careers in psychology. Treating crazy people will make you crazy, they all said, but it definitely doesn't work that way. Psychology teaches students how to communicate, work effectively, and be more aware of themselves and the people around them. Our most enjoyed moment in our psychology class is the beginning, where Seema ma'am, our psychology teacher, questions how we are feeling at the moment, with answers ranging from I'm good to even I'm hungry or sleepy, with yes or no and I'm fine not being valid answers. We got the opportunity to put our learning into practice. In my AS level, we carried out a social experiment in our school on the topic rules followed by different genders and ages. The experience was enlightening and profound. It helped me to understand the theory we learned in class through first-hand experience. Providing options like psychology, Oasis has given me and my peers an opportunity to study a subject that provides a strong base of experiential learning and exposes us to the world of psychology, which has helped me focus more on my goal of wanting to become a psychologist. The COVID-19 situation has definitely frightened most of us. I am anxious, like most, about what the future holds. Studying psychology has helped me understand the importance of mental health in testing times like these. The pandemic has brought the world together, and the focus on mental health has never been given more importance. My peers and I are able to relate, understand concepts and psychological terminologies that the pandemic has presented us with. OAS not only educates us and prepares us for the future, but it also teaches us how to focus and care for ourselves mentally to be healthy and content even during these unexpected times. Thank you.
Thank you, Safa, for sharing with us your experience as a psychology student, and we wish you all the best. Now, let's take a moment. I want you to picture this. The potential toll of a global pandemic on global economies. Were you successful with it? Because guess what? We have an entire subject focus just discussing and learning such topics. As economics students of the AS and A-level program, it is a fairly commonplace for us to dwell on such matters, and we just so happen to have such a dweller with us today. I would like to invite Hiba Ani Imran, who has been studying economics for the past 4 years. Over to you, Hiba.
Good evening, everyone. As you all have probably heard by now, my name is Hiba. I've been studying economics here at Oasis International for the past 4 years. In 8th grade, when we were given the choice between economics and geography, I pretty much went into not really knowing what to expect from the subject because our batch was the first batch to be offered such an option. So I didn't even really have anyone to help me make a decision. But in the end, I'm actually quite happy with my choice because not only is studying this subject helping me in my studies in the stream of commerce, but it's also helping me understand what the subject looks like in the real world with projects and assignments that help me learn through application-based learning. One example of application-based learning is a recent project we've been assigned, which is about the role of the Indian government in allocating resources in light of the ongoing pandemic. This project helps my classmates and I understand the concept of allocation of resources and government intervention, also allowing me to understand India's real-life application of these concepts. Along with this, we've been having a series of lectures conducted by the University of Bristol School of Economics on understanding the impact of the COVID-19 pandemic on Indian as well as global economies and their proposed recovery plans. So coming up with ways to help us relate our concepts to the real world while also helping us understand real-life problems and helping us come up with initiatives that can solve such problems in the future. Coming back to the topic of economics classes in school, something I've always been grateful for is how my classes, despite being taken virtually in these challenging times, have always managed to be engaging and fun to sit through. We not only learn, but also have interactive discussions about the concepts we learn every day, but making it easier to remember and understand the topics thoroughly. In the end, I'm glad I decided on taking economics 4 years ago. I think no matter what field a student may choose to pursue, economics is definitely a prominent subject to learn as it helps us understand key ideas and problems in an economy, allowing us to make and evaluate smart decisions in the future. Thank you.
And ladies and gentlemen, once again, I want to apologize. We have our host muted.
Apologize for that. Moving forward, Oasis International being a well-accomplished school in academic terms, also very much so emphasizes the importance it gives to a variety of sporting programs offered at Oasis. Speaking of sporting programs, Oasis also brings creativity into the picture. I think a good time for this story would be now because we as AS level students built a badminton court all by ourselves, and we were quite openly supported by Oasis International and its management, and we were quite touched by that, and it was very open-minded and creative. And as a result, we were able to go ahead and pursue with a lot more goals such as that with sports and also being creative and while at the same time achieving academically. And so here we are, we're gonna talk to Bilal now, who is also our sporting captain, and he is going to go into a little bit about his experience with Oasis so far as a school sports captain and a person who's been very involved in many of the sporting events and clubs that Oasis has at school to offer. Over to you, Bilal.
Based as an international school, Oasis provides its students with quality education, and that has never been the only focus of the school. The school provides equal emphasis on various co-curricular activities, which have been a strong foundation to achieve the main target, learning. Giving such an emphasis on sports has allowed Oasis to empower the students who bring glory to the school. The school is home for many athletes who have managed to reach the top level in their field. The intercity tournaments, a constant proving ground for our school athletes, has allowed for the display of the mettle and team spirit expected of a school which holds the integration of sporting programs within the schooling curriculum in equal regard to academics. The trophy cabinet in the school proves it all. Apart from being an open-air campus, Oasis boasts a range of courts situated within the campus such as a basketball, a football, a volleyball, and a badminton court. In addition, the campus is equipped to support track and field and is also consistent with qualified coaches for various sporting programs offered. Oasis has also hosted two major football tournaments, Kickstart respectively in 2019 and 2017, which had turned out to be a huge success and great performances from the host team with an intense level of competition. My experience of representing the school in various sporting events has been inexpressible. This is the place where I had developed my passion for sports, and the support of the school has helped me and my colleagues reach a higher level. Several students like me have been recruited into top football clubs in this city with the help of the school through the hosting of events and helping us participate in various events. Our seniors have left a successful legacy behind, making sure that we continue to bear the torch of the school in the field of sports. Similarly, we assure you to making the same happen with our juniors. Overall, sporting facilities provided by the school have not just helped me excel in the field of sports, but in fact paved an easier way to achieve when it comes to academics, as in both cases, we learn. Thank you.
Thank you, Bilal. That was pretty good. Well, I'm glad. Well, here we go, Bilal. So thank you for sharing with us your experience. I see that your athletic involvement is just as potent as ever, regardless of the COVID situation. I hear that your next course of action in the school is to create an online fitness club. So can you tell us a little bit about that?
Hi, yeah, well, I'm glad you asked. So we noticed that many of us weren't getting the physical activity needed to maintain a healthy lifestyle. So we thought, why not come up with a solution? We hope to roll out new online workouts with live instructors and create online competitions designed to get you guys going once again.
That sounds like a marvelous idea, mate. So make sure to count me in as your first applicant.
As Bilal mentioned earlier, our Kickstart tournament was a phenomenal highlight of 2019. We now take you on a virtual experience of this tournament with a video where you may catch some breathtaking bits and moments from footage taken during the tournament. I request you to refresh your screens to avoid any lag.
This morning, I take immense pleasure welcoming you all to Kickstart 2019, hosted by very own Oasis International School. I would now like to welcome participants Jane Heritage, TPS North, Nagarjuna Vidyaniketan, Crystal House, New Baldwin, St. Paul, ABC School, Lithuania, Mahavendra, Euro School, and our Academy, Residency, Clarence High School, Wigan School, Head Start, PTS East, South, Buddha College, Grantham.
welcome to everyone this morning. How are you doing? I can't hear you. How are you doing? All right, thank you so much. We hope you have a fantastic time. Just one school. Look at this.
Legacy and GPSD under 15 points report to round 2 right now.
Up by 1. Score update 1-0. Oasis back at it. Coming back with a strong push. Once again up. An out ball. Strong push there by DJCs. Once again, DJCs against things up. Great defense by Oasis. DJCs. Out ball. Referee rules it to be out. Oasis. Oasis looks to counter-attack.
Wow, that was pretty exciting, right? Being a former commentator of the Oasis Kickstart tournament, that was pretty nostalgic too. But yeah, so back to the webinar. Now moving on, we proceed to a live Q&A session with one of our most recent graduates from our AS and A-level program here at Oasis. So we're going to talk to Abdullah Haq, who looks to pursue his higher education in Canada. Following his recent admission into a number of Canadian universities, including Memorial University of Newfoundland, he now plans to move there quite soon. I'd like to now invite Abdullah, and we hope that you can share with us some of your valuable experiences as an enrolled Oasis, as a once enrolled Oasis student, and also now a college student. So over to you, Nava. Please do take it away.
Due to the possibility of a technical lag, Abdullah will be live. Okay, Abdullah, before we begin, I'd like to say congratulations from all of us for getting into such a reputed institute. We are all very proud of you.
Thank you very much.
I'm sure it must have been challenging to carry out your university admissions in middle of an academic year Why don't you take us through your thought process behind, balancing your AS level program with the admissions?
I was really stressed at first because getting into such a reputed university is a big thing, and I wanted stuff to go smoothly. But then as time went by, I got relaxed and started to focus more on the task at hand, which were the AS level exams.
Right, okay. How would you describe the help you received from your teachers or the management in this admissions process?
Besides guiding me throughout the year to get amazing grades and to get accepted by the university I wanted, my teachers helped me by making sure I had all the required documents and that I could apply right away. I always had their support and prayers, for which I'm forever thankful.
That's nice. Tell us a little bit about your decision to move to Canada. What gave it away?
There are quite a few things actually. The first one being that Canadian education has a great reputation around the world. The second reason is that it is an English-speaking country. Sorry. The second reason is that it is an English-speaking country, and that makes living and stuff so much easier. Thirdly, Canada is the cheapest English-speaking country in terms of education and living, so that's a huge plus point.
I see. How do you feel about this move? I understand that it will be your first time away from home. Share with us your concerns, or are you excited for your future?
I'm really looking forward to this, but yes, I am going to miss my family and friends, my mom's food, my video games, my cat. I really will miss it all, but nevertheless, I can't wait to experience a new country and its culture. It's going to be a whole new chapter of my life, and I'm really excited.
That's really nice. What about this university? What do you like the most about it? What made you choose Newfoundland?
I guess the best thing about the university has to be its cheap tuition because it is government funded. Besides that, the university provides extensive sports facilities, and I was immediately drawn to that. Lastly, one of my friends and an Oasis alumni is studying there currently, so I'll have someone I know to guide me around the place when I move in, God willing.
That's great to hear. Well, we hope you have a very bright future ahead and all the best for everything. Over to you, Vignesh.
At Oasis, we don't only talk about the future that we as students seek to achieve one day, we also strive to give back to the community as well. So we take part in multiple community service projects, and one of our most recent endeavors has been the Waterwise project. And the Waterwise project, in essence, was a project dedicated to the installation of rainwater harvesting systems within our local community. So this was in a village in nearby vicinity of the school, and we crowdfunded and raised 3.5 lakhs almost in order to help this local community with the water harvesting systems present within the school. And now I'd like to hand it over to Modesta Arif, who is a very good person to talk about this, who is also a school president, and he was very involved in the project and led us through multiple stages of this project, which was ultimately a success. So take it away, Modesta.
I would like to thank all of you for being here and all of the people who are watching us. There is no greater honor than service. There is no greater reward than service. And today, as you all know, there is no greater need. As I spoke earlier about a school's statement of purpose and our vision and mission, the Waterwise project helped us to become better global citizens by contributing to the society. In our very own neighborhood, we tackled problems and created solutions for water shortage. In this project, I learned to empathize with the people, to define the problem. There were so many instances where we had to sit and brainstorm ideas, from having marketing workshops to questions like how would we raise funds, how would we advertise. We answered all of these questions. We then had to prototype our idea. After all this, we executed a plan successfully. At the end of 2019, we did one of our biggest and most successful student learning projects. The Kothanur village near our school was facing extreme water crisis. To understand the problem, we had to empathize with these villagers. So we set off along with some of the members of the student council, teachers, and our director of instruction, Dr. Ambar. Our plan was to make soak pits and a rainwater harvesting system. To make soak pits and the rainwater harvesting system, we did crowdfunding. We exceeded our expectations by collecting more than we expected. Now we had enough money to build many soak pits and the rainwater harvesting system, and then we worked with the village panchayat and successfully built many soak pits and a rainwater harvesting system. After all this, we still had some money left. We used this money to clean the drainage pipeline. I would also like to thank the members of the Waterwise project, social activist John Daniel, who contributed to the rainwater harvesting system, experts such as Ms. Bindu and Mr. Shahnawaz, who helped us through design thinking, and I would also want to thank all the parents who took part with us. This non-linear process of design thinking is encouraged in our school. I personally find it very useful. I am using it and will continue to use it to take decisions being the president of Oasis International School. This journey reconstructed my mindset of how to contribute to the society and the happiness you feel when you do it. I can say it brought out the school's purpose, which is to nurture responsible global citizens who will contribute to the world. When I look forward to life, and now since it's my last year in Oasis, I see Oasis has nurtured me in such a way and helped me become a leader who has the confidence to go out, lead people, and work with them and bring out a change. The school has taught me not to give up and keep trying for things that seem impossible. Leadership teaches you to manage academics, attend numerous meetings, prepare speeches, work together, prepare for tests, and manage your fitness, doing all these things simultaneously. You might fail, you might not be able to meet expectations, but that's how you improve. But if you never put yourself to practice these things, you won't improve. And I'm thankful for my school for giving me an opportunity to show my leadership here. Thank you.
Thank you, Mudassir, for that intriguing sight into our service learning project of 2019. Personally, I am eagerly looking forward to this year's SLP project. We don't just stop at service learning. One of the other remarkable skills we continue to learn is speech and debate. I'm very thrilled to say that Oasis International has been a part of several Model United Nations. To that effect, we have worked with Christ Junior College, Delhi Public School, and Sophia High School. Participation in these months have always been a boost to our skills. Now let's have Noor Iman from AS level to tell us more about this. Over to you, Noor.
Good evening. I'm Noor. I'm from Kashmir. I joined Oasis in 8th grade and got acquainted with Manning in the same year. Now, as a kid, I used to be obsessed with politics. So when I went for B1, the whole procedure from researching and writing the position paper to going into the committee, debating and coming up with resolution, it struck a chord, and I'm immensely grateful to Oasis for introducing me to Manning. From several years, our school has been collaborating with different MUNs in the Bangalore MUN community. Just last year, we had a 3-day session on MUN procedure and a 2 days long mock month. In the coming weeks, we have 6 students, including myself, going for Cathedral Month, hosted by the Cathedral and John Cannon School, Mumbai. Keeping in view the ongoing pandemic, it will be a virtual session and the first of its kind that our school will be participating. Under the guidance of our teachers, we have also started a student-initiated MUN sessions. We plan on having a mock month this month, and by the end of this year, we aim to have our own Oasis MUN team. Despite the ongoing pandemic, I truly admire the fact that our school is giving us ample opportunities in every field, helping us use all our resources to the maximum. Thank you.
Thank you, Noor. That was mind-blowing. So moving on, as we proceed, we now go on to a live Q&A session with our AS and A-level coordinator, Ms. Raquel Susana, head of the biology faculty, Ms. Jenny Robin, and the head of the business and accounts faculty, Ms. Maren Paul, and also the head of psychology faculty, Ms. Seema. Our viewers may take this opportunity to bring forward any questions that you guys might have regarding the admissions and any questions regarding the program itself, the AS and A-level program, which is offered here at Oasis.
Hello, good evening. Yeah, so I'm Raquel Susana, and I head the AS and the A-level program at Oasis International School. I'm happy to address your queries today. Before we begin with the live queries, we have already received some queries previously, pre-webinar, and I'd like to address them first before we move on to the queries that you have as of now. And I think everybody can start posting the questions. If anybody has questions, please start posting them and I will address them. The first question I have here is, how does a school prepare and guide children to choose their career and progress to reputable universities? I think Abdullah Haq has already spoken about it, but yes, I'll address this now. We start with preparing our students to apply and get into reputable universities in grade 8 itself. We start working alongside them to help them develop their CVs, that is their curriculum vitae, and then also help them develop the skills that are required to apply into these universities. We have a career counseling department. We have a career counselor in school who's also a part of the IC3, and she works alongside the students from grade 9 upwards, helps them identify the right universities according to their skills and according to their requirement and according to the courses offered. Once the child has identified the university, we also work alongside them to help them work towards the grade requirements and also the letters of recommendation. Besides this, we also have frequent universities visit our campus to speak to our children about the universities offered and the opportunities available. The second question says, how are the teachers teaching online? Well, right now we have all our classes online, and I must say it has been carried out beautifully. We use the Microsoft Teams platform where all our teachers are conducting classes every day, at least 2 to 3 classes, for the high school and about 2 classes for the primary. And currently our AS and A-level students have about 4 classes a day of 45 minutes duration each. We even have been conducting our school events online. So even our investiture and student council election was conducted online. So there I must say we're doing a fabulous job. The third question says, I want more details about the method of teaching in IGCSE, AS and the A level. In Cambridge, we do not follow it. I understand it is content based also, but it is more of a skill based program. So the way of teaching here is a little different from the regular ICSE and CBSE that anyone would expect. So where, in those kind of a syllabus, you're looking at just content delivery by the teacher and the students tend to learn up that curriculum and then attempt an exam based on that. Whereas Cambridge works a little differently, where this is a skill-based program. We work towards developing skills. We work towards analysis. Yes, knowledge and understanding forms the basis, but beyond that, it is analysis and application that we focus on. So most of the curriculum is based on how concepts are applied. And AS and A level is a program which is completely based on the application of the concepts taught. So that way, yes, it is a little different from the IGCSE and CBSE. There's also another question which says, the languages offered at grade 1. Yes, as of now, we offer Hindi, Kannada and French at grade 1. Next year's admission into preparatory classes, well, in the chat box, I've left an email ID that you can write to for admissions into the primary grades. The teaching process at Oasis, I think I've already addressed that. I'd like to know more about the AS A-level exams and grading system. Well, the grading system in Cambridge is not on scores out of 100, but it's grades. And for the AS and the A level, the grading pattern is from A star to E. But at the AS level, students are expected to get anything between an A and an E to be considered, a pass grade. How the school is going to function? Well, it is functioning online already. The different courses offered at the AS and the A level, we offer courses under sciences, humanities and commerce. Under the sciences, we offer physics, chemistry, math, biology. Psychology also is offered under the sciences. Under humanities, we offer history. We offer psychology also as a humanities subject. We also offer economics. Under the commerce subjects, we offer business and accounts. And IT is also offered under the sciences. And for any more details about the school, you can write to us at info@oasisinschool.org, or you can get back or drop in your email IDs with us and we will get back in touch with you. I don't see any more questions coming up, so I think we can wrap that up. Yeah, thank you so much. But before we close, I'd also like to talk a little bit about the webinar that Oasis International School will be hosting on the 29th of this month. So this is a webinar that is going to be based on the new education policy.
I request our viewers to please stand by.
Joining us.
Please continue, ma'am. I believe there's a technical...
It seems that, yes, there is a little bit of a technical difficulty here. I'm so sorry for that. So like Ms. Susanna was saying, that this is the webinar that we are talking about. We are planning on bringing together...
Thank you, Jeremy, sir.
Sure. You can continue, ma'am.
Sure, thank you so much. So the webinar will be conducted in the form of a panel discussion. We have eminent panelists joining us for the webinar. We have Ms. Aarti Khosla, who is the founder and CEO at COAE International Private Limited, the body that awards the ISO 21001-2018 certification to educational institutions. She has in fact accepted to chair the panel. The other members who have accepted our invitation to the panel discussion are Mr. Lalit Prasad, who is the Regional Manager, South India at Cambridge Assessment International Education, Ms. Geeta Jayant, the Principal of Legacy International School, Bangalore, Ms. Jaya George, the Educational Head at Crystal House, India, Bangalore, Mr. Mansoor Ali Khan, Board of Management, Delhi Public School, Bangalore. There will be limited seats. Registration details will be put up soon on our website and social media platforms. So I'd encourage everybody to be a part of this. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, ma'am. We end today's webinar hoping that all your questions are answered, and more importantly, we were able to give you all an insight into our ASN A-level program. We apologize for any occurrence of a technical lag during the event. I would like to take this moment to thank all of our student organizers and speakers. Please be sure to check out our website, our YouTube channel, our Instagram, and our Facebook page. Once again, thank you for being here with us today. Have a great day and stay safe.